Salute and thank you, NERDSoul. Yeah, Lay Ill Kid at OneYoungsta holding it down, bringing in StreetGeek and NERDSoul. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell. Let's go, man. We gonna have a good time talking about anime, but we gotta introduce the cool folks, and we gonna start out with the one, the only, the Scarlet Witch using Coop du jour. Keith Cooper, what's up?
I use a lot of people, to be honest. Shout out, check me on Twitch since he gonna jump into all this stuff. Check me out on Twitch, blurred_ISH. Of course, you can hear this podcast on various platforms. Look for Blurtish, and we're gonna talk some anime. And of course, follow me on Marvel Rivals.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And also, the mark of the dub. What is up?
I like that one too. The mark of the dub. What up, y'all? This is Mark Dub, part man, half Mason, spicy like that Creole, not the Cajun. Man, anime is in the building.
So, Mike, I'm gonna interrupt like Kanye.
I'm
gonna take over.
A little Yeezy, a little Yeezy up in here.
In fact, I'm sorry, I meant
Coop Yeezy.
No, indeed, no. I'll end it. I'll get off this podcast right now.
Coops us.
That's even worse. But anyway, guy, I don't like that dude. And look, y'all need to stop listening to that clown. All right. Anyway, NERDSoul, I'm gonna switch it up on you. We gonna see. Let's start out. What did you catch up on Ranma?
Oh, you must believe that.
So you all caught up.
Yes, but well, you know what? Let's talk about Ranma first because there is something I want to hit. But yeah, let's talk about. All right. So if we're gonna talk about Ranma, I want to say this.
Wait, guys. Is Rachel by chance joining us tonight? Because she said she binged Ranma.
I don't know. She might just be in and out, man. But
yeah, she might just say she like watched it. And shout out to her. I know she got that fresh new baby.
Yeah, I mean, Gamma Ray. She nation building right now.
She's always. Oh wow.
Oh man, look. The most revolutionary thing you can do is, you know what I'm saying, raise a black child. So that's what I'm saying. You know, she out there, you know, kicking the truth to the young black youth.
To that.
You know
they don't want us to be here, but yeah, shout out to her, follow her. Shout out to Gamma Ray.
Yep.
But so I just want to say because I want to say real quick that I really love what they did with this part, and then this truncating up into the story with the introduction of shampoo. But I'm gonna let you talk and get your ideas out.
I really only have one thing to say about this show. Please give me more Radio Club. I love the Radio Club.
What? I did not expect that to be the.
I love the Radio
request,
Club, man. But I love them. The Radio Club is perfect.
I mean, the Radio Club is kind of like the guys who did the recap, so they're like narrating. And I think
they be having the dopest little breakdowns.
First of all, these schools got money. But
yeah,
I mean, I know
like, they got a Radio Club. They got full productions.
They got an ice rink. Like, let's talk about that for a minute. But I'm just saying they got an ice rink.
Maybe taxes are like really high in this world.
I don't know. They do seem like the rich school, especially the one they was just at. I mean, they got a fan club at a high school ice skate. But you know, this ain't reality. So
this is anime world, but still.
So, you just ain't been to one of them richest schools.
I sure haven't, sir. Not that, bro. We barely had an ice skating rink here. Rest in peace to what was it called? Over the roller land or something. Ice land.
No, it was over by Leo's roller rink. Leo's ice rink.
You know, so. Now it look like a barn warehouse on the outside.
But straight up, I will say I think Arcane is straight. Like the girl got to be the most blindest girl in the world right now with the way your boy just changing back and forth from P-Chan to that kind of Ryoga.
Just can't see it. So Mark, you're caught up on? Or you're all caught up?
I'm all caught up.
So man, I really love the conclusion of. I love I know I got criticized last week by Mark. Thank you very much, sir.
You can get some more.
No, I don't want any more. Anyway, but this
don't bring it up if you don't want it. Let's go.
Wow. Mark said, I'm ready to serve like Mr. Servon.
I did a show with him once. He was a cool brother.
All right. Thought you was about to say
That's what's
something
up.
bad. Speaking of which, is he free? He cool, right? He's straight, right?
I think he is.
Okay. I was just wondering. I don't know, man. Servo was
No,
like,
no. I know you. He did have some
Servo had some
felonious
A
dealings
couple
going
of legal
on at
issues.
one point.
Yeah, like I just like is Servo straight? Like, should I be bringing up his name? But anyway, hey, don't I don't look. Don't talk about me, y'all. I don't know. But anyway, straight up, I love what they did this week. Like I said, this is an adaptation. It's not 1-to-1, but this was excellent. The ice skating pair couple thing, they're just insane. It only gets goofier from here, crazier. Like they're probably like the last somewhat normal thing they're gonna face, because you see how shampoo bust up, but we'll get in that. But I love this episode with Ryoga. Like, this is high comedy with Ryoga and Ranma. It works. It still works with this episode with the foolishness that they were doing. I just love, like, I love when they, yeah.
I'm sorry, y'all. I need to rabbit hole for a second. Because I did look. I had to look up Mr. Servon to see what was going on.
Oh wow! Don't tell me.
On his Wikipedia page, in 2008, Mr. Servon wrote a dating book for black women.
Word?
No. No.
So it's him and Steve, right?
Now, the name of this book and who read it.
It's him and Steve just out there, dropping knowledge.
Loved by Mr. Servo.
Loved by Mr. Servo. Jeez. Woo. Anyway, I don't even want to go no further because I don't know what's going on. Shout out to that brother writing books, man.
Hey, shout out to Mr. Servo. Like
I
I
ain't
said,
gonna say
enjoy with him and everything. So.
I ain't gonna say it's good. I'm just saying shout out to him for being the author.
Writing books. You know what I'm saying?
Anyway, back to the show. But I love the foolishness by Ryoga. Ryoga's jealousy get in the way, but I love how he was in it until he wasn't. But the whole thing of him picking up the glacier. First of all, I didn't even know they had that much ice in there.
He was like, Akane, give me power.
Like, boy, you are too strong. And he was like, ah. He picked it up, slapped it. But I love how when whatever her name is, the partner on the enemy team, when she was like, I know you, Charlotte, blah blah blah, and then she kind of faked him out. Then she tried to clip him. Then he's like, well, I know you're a girl, but all right. I thought he was gonna bust her. Now that is some of the new changes. They didn't do this. A lot of this they didn't do in the old series, but he plucked her aside the head. I was like, okay, they cooking this episode. Cause he was like, all right, I ain't gonna hurt you, but this is more than enough to kind of like end you. He's like, boop.
Yo, he flicked her on the forehead. She was like, ow.
But it's like, since it's Ryoga, like, it would hurt most people.
Yeah, he like super strong, so it worked out.
It's like,
still had that baby choker on his neck the whole time. He kept that. He was like, let me go and keep this on for a little flair.
Which is crazy that he didn't just rip that off.
Yeah, we ain't gonna ask those questions. It's anime questions.
Yeah, you know what? Look, it's a gag manga, a gag anime. Because like,
look, right. I don't go to it expecting them to do stuff that makes sense.
No, none of this
I go
makes
for
sense.
the opposite.
Yes, this is for the lulz and for the stupidity, for a high action martial arts comedy. This is what this is. Because
even though, once again, this is another ice skating event that I would definitely watch in the Olympics, man. If y'all want me to watch on these Olympics, man, I know y'all already got y'all figure skating, but y'all add this in there, I will be watching.
I'm gonna say no, because did you watch The Boys last episode? You saw what happened, right?
What, The Boys?
You saw the ice skating episode
of The Boys?
Yes.
Ice skating episode. I must have forgot. It's been so long.
How can you forget all that murder and blood on the ice? where people were running away and cut each other's head off.
Oh, I thought that wasn't the last episode, was it? I thought it was like first. I remember though. I remember now.
It doesn't matter. It's like you don't want no ice skating fight.
Well, see, this is like a 2-on-2. You know what I'm saying?
It don't matter. One cut to the neck, you done. But anyway, but I really did dig this episode. So, what y'all thoughts on it?
Man, I had fun. Like whenever the radio club comes in, it's fun. And then also seeing Shampoo. Here's the thing that tripped me out, had me busting out laughing about Shampoo. So Shampoo speaks Mandarin the whole time, right? She's speaking Mandarin. Then, what is it? Rama says something about like, well, then I guess if I fight you and I win, then that means I'm the winner. And then all of a sudden, she can speak English. I was like, ain't that interesting?
Well, she's not the best English.
I was like, but you can speak English now, though. Oh, now you speaking the English. All right,
hey, man.
All right, don't be acting like you ain't hear what Rama said. Rama said, "This is my food." All right, said this my bike now. Don't be acting like you don't know. You scared?
I mean, technically,
and Rama hit her with the one kick.
Technically, Rama is speaking Japanese, but you know.
Well, I'm just saying, since we have the English dub.
It's interpreted for us.
Rama speaking English.
They're speaking they're technically speaking Japanese to her. So
okay,
you know.
all right. We'll let that flow. Even though if that was the case, then Shampoo should have responded in Japanese. But if you're gonna say the translation be made for us, fine, cool. I'll let that one slide.
That's the world. Right. That's the world. I'm just saying how it flows because they made jokes about it. They actually talked about this like. Oh, it's in Japanese, blah blah. I know, but it's just
well,
they not.
Then
really
in that case,
English.
why she acting like she don't speak no Japanese then?
She speaks a little.
She speak. She speak now.
But it's actually also, you know, this is also an old trope, kind of where the Japanese make the Chinese talk like savages too. So it's not really.
And like the kiss of death was funny, and then of course the I guess the kiss of life. I don't know because that was not a kiss of death.
Oh well, I'll explain it.
That last kiss was there was some emotion in that.
Let me explain it because the way they cut it, I love. He was
the way I found me a good man.
They cut this technically, yes. The way they cut it, these are like actually 3 or 4 episodes. The way this part of Shampoo is introduced. But to flow this in together was like immediately when they finish one problem, one of the biggest problems show up is Shampoo, like slightly Akane's rival, slightly I mean everybody is Rama's rival / enemy / whatever interest. So it's just that basically because he's a guy that defeated her, now she is supposed to marry him. So he just picked up another fiance. So
this homie got mad fiancés out here.
So that's what that meant because she's always going to be. She'll become kind of like Ryoga in a sense. In certain instances, she may help him depending on how it helps her. She's way more cunning than say Ryoga, especially with her grandma. But they ultimately do make Rama become better to where they got to go in the story. So.
Okay.
Basically, grandma will be like a old shrivel up, crazy looking master type, you know. But
another Yoda type.
She's gonna look worse than Yoda, but
dang,
you know, like she is literally like a little ant with a stick, or like the stick is way bigger than her, and it's ridiculous. But she can
Auntie P.
She would actually probably kill Auntie P. The way she's crazy, but. She's basically just but she will do something to make him better, but it's kind of to make her more loving for him as like, hey, marry my granddaughter, blah blah blah, leave Akane alone. So that's her whole thing. They all about their customs as Asian. I mean, Chinese Amazons, not just Asians, but you know. It is what it is, but it's gonna be hilarious. But I love it. Shampoo is one of my favorite characters because she's just crazy, but she causes a lot of problems. She will continuously bust through walls, as you saw through the little vignette where she just
Shorty is doing mad property damage up in this piece,
bruh, just destroying it. So yeah, I dig it, man. I can't wait to see more. We only have like 3 more episodes left. 3 to 4 more episodes. So it's gonna definitely end with probably shampoo as the end of this season.
All right, that's word. That's word. But I liked it, man. I enjoyed this episode, man. I had a lot of fun.
Very much so.
That is like Ranma is like the action is great, but it is a fun show, man.
Oh, bruh, the way they was fighting each other before they got it together, where they was like, you grab Ryoga's leg, like, where you going? And they beat the living hell out of each other.
They did,
and it's
man.
just,
it's like, y'all supposed to be working together.
They both trying to work with Arcane and end up having to work with each other.
Oh, bruh. And it's just gonna be more of Rama pulling that stuff like, dude, this person don't want you, but all of a sudden you fall for it. Rama pick up way too many fiancés and love interests. No matter what, man just be chilling. No matter what
he ain't even trying right now.
He's not trying. Must be easy for y'all people who ain't never had to try. Me, I had to put my whole spirit into it.
Had to be like, Earth, give me strength. No.
Man, sometimes you're the Ryoga, bro. Sometimes you're the Ryoga. That's not a bad thing.
But all right, I want to ask you guys: have you seen, all right, the brand new trailer for Invincible season 3?
Yes.
You know why I like it, right? Come on, Coop.
I know. I saw you.
Come on, Coop.
See him on Soul Taku. Haha. See, I watched.
Come on, Coop. You know why I like it. I saw that training.
Go ahead. Mike sees training. Yes. My
saw that
soul
training.
Is satisfied.
Yo, because he got to get stronger, man. He got whooped up. The only thing is, someone came in the comments and told me with this new suit, he actually get beat up more. I'm like, man, dang.
Yes, it's more.
I think Mark, you've read all of Invincible, right? Or both of you have.
I read enough to know what's about to happen.
I read up until the last. I didn't read the last, maybe the last 20 issues.
Okay, so kind of like the last volume or whatever. Yep. But I know this is the story, but I kind of want my boy to get a good, clean win. Like, that's what I want from Mark. I want him to get a good, clean win on his own.
Like the boys,
no strings attached, just a win.
There's no clean wins. There's no clean life in this superhero world. It's bloody. It's ugly. It's messy. And he has one of the hardest roads to go. There's no clean wins. Dang. He's going to either break people down or they're going to try to kill him. Blue Suit Mark is supposed to, I hear he's supposed to be a fool, though. Like, he ain't going to take it no more. But there ain't no clean wins. Like, you see the tone of it?
Yeah, because I was looking. I kind of felt bad because I just want him to be happy, man. I want to be happy at least for an episode or two.
There is no happiness, no time soon.
He get a scene here or there, like maybe when he takes Amber on a date.
You know what? He does get a scene here or there where he has brief glimpses of what happiness could feel like, but then he gets reminded all too violently of his Viltrumite heritage and what comes with that. So,
yeah, man. He's like the Peter Parker, the new age Peter Parker or something,
Yeah, man.
It's another way of retelling that story. The hero suffers alone.
Man, you ain't never lied. Oh, okay. Also, and I know I'm the redemption man here, so I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna see what y'all feel after watching the trailer. And I've started watching the series again. I started from episode 1. I'm in season 2, like episode 4 now, because I be editing video overnight and I just let it play while I'm watching. While I'm working. So Nolan is a tragic character that deserves redemption. Hear me out. Hear me out. Okay. There's scenes in the first season where he talks about his Viltrumite heritage, how he grew up. This is how he was raised. This is what is, this is what is natural and normal for him. Like, hey, we go to other planets. It's the whole kind of like the strongest shall survive kind of thing or whatever, right? So that's what he was raised in. But then when he's fighting his son, and think about his wife and his family life or whatever, you see like these little cracks where it's like, I got a chance to see like a different way of living,
Mike,
and I
got
actually
extra.
liked it. But I also feel this obligation to what I was
I
raised up in, and now you
got
see him in jail, and in jail
ex.
he kind of has that feeling like it's too late for me,
I
similar to
gotta ask you a
Anakin in
question.
Return of the
I gotta
Jedi.
ask you a question.
What's up?
What is redemption for you for this man? Like really? What
Redemption
do
for
you?
me, redemption for me, with him is him teaming with his son Alan and Kid Omni to take down the Viltrumite Empire. That's
Okay.
redemption for me.
Okay.
Now I haven't read it. I don't know if that happens. I doubt it. I don't. I mean, who knows? But well, I mean, the people that read know. But I mean, that's what redemption looks like for me. Like him completely going and undoing, or being part of the undoing of the Viltrumite Empire, because you see him in jail and he doesn't. There's no fight in him, which proves that there's some guilt
So can
there. Even
I
in season
say
2, you
this?
see some guilt around him and
Can
his son and stuff. So it's a kernel. There's a baby heart in there.
can I
It's
say
like the
this?
Grinch.
The
It's a
word
little
ain't
heart in there.
redemption. I think it's making amends, or like, you know, fulfill. What it's a word for it, but redemption to me feels like being received,
Oh,
welcome
okay,
back.
okay.
Redemption
I-
is a lot
It's a
more
love.
than I think. You said he deserves it. I don't think he deserves redemption.
No.
He killed billions of people.
I wouldn't say
he killed that
redemption is
whole
the word.
alien planet. Like
Oh, yeah,
the
he
way he
did.
did
Yeah, I
it.
forgot
Cities
about that.
of America and the world, and
Hey,
he infiltrated
and then,
us
like
to make us
like
weaker.
he destroyed human lives like ants
To prove a
try
point.
to show how they were like ants to
So
him and his son. His
redemption.
son never bought in. His son was like, "Yeah, they never gonna be ants to me."
What was the word that what's his name on My Hero used? He said it best. Like I don't like redemption ain't the word, but it's more so I need to pay.
Maybe a tone. Maybe
I need
that.
to atone. I need to keep. And I know people think those are the same, but like atonement don't necessarily mean we forgive you. It means you have taken upon yourself as your punishment to correct some
Okay,
of
so
your behaviors.
maybe not redemption. He deserves
Yes.
he or maybe not deserves. He needs to atone, and I think he might be in the right place to atone for it, because we see him
'Cause
at a very kind of rock bottom point. You know what I'm saying? He cares about his son. We saw him in the fight with his son in season 1 and fighting alongside his son in season 2. Then you see him talking to Alan and he sees like he's at the end of his rope. But if he finds out like, hey man, look, there's a baby heart in there. Maybe he can, maybe he can stand against the Empire, man, and make a difference and save a whole bunch more worlds. You know what I'm saying? And remove the oppression from those planets. Maybe. I don't know.
I
I'll get
mean,
off my soul. I know I'll be holding out hope for these people. Look,
I don't
I
know.
said,
I
y'all,
mean, it
You
ain't
know
the
what?
hope,
as
but
long as there's breath in your body, there's always a chance to change, y'all. All right, there's always a chance to change.
There
You gotta
are
make
people
that
who are
change.
beyond redemption.
It's gonna
atonement,
feel real good. All right,
redemption in
look at
real
the man in
life.
the mirror.
But if you kill several people, you will atone for what you have done. Now, what that may mean,
No, there are some things that are beyond redemption.
yeah,
I
just
mean, that man
you
he bodied a planet, billions
like,
of
True
lives.
that. Yeah, he did
You can't
destroy a
fix
whole
that.
planet. You're right.
and
You can't
even the
fix that.
people he defended against, he killed them without mercy. So he could have been like, you could end some wars. He got the power, just slaughtering people. So, I know one of our favorite people who got redemption in a way was Vegeta. He blew up planets along the way before trying
Yeah,
to
he
kill
blew up
us,
mad planets,
like just for
and now
fun.
he's just chilling out with a polo shirt on. You
Yeah.
see?
So yeah,
I mean, so it's
This-
possible.
it's possible when the writing makes no sense. But sure.
Oh boy, here we go.
Sure, let's just go with that. But atonement is the word. Redemption is a little too love. That's too nice.
All right,
Too loving.
so maybe Nolan can atone. Maybe he can atone. You know what I'm
He
saying?
atone and then maybe go away and stay to his side of the galaxy.
You know what I'm saying?
Because
'Cause
honestly, what you think Cecil? How you think Cecil feel? You think Cecil trying to do everything to kill people like him? Rightfully so.
but it's not like Cecil sitting around with like the most cleanest ledger, right?
What
you know
did
what I'm saying?
Cecil say in that trailer?
But I mean, Hey, Cecil
Oh,
body
he said
count
that
at its
thing
worst,
that a lot of comic books and a lot of action movies kind of say that I don't agree with. I don't think that you have to be essentially evil to operate in this capacity, but I
Yeah,
mean,
I
I don't
disagree.
agree. I don't agree.
I disagree because Cecil know what he
You
is.
see Superman pull it off all the time.
That's good for
See,
Superman.
but
We got two
what I'm
Superman
saying
trying
is
to
it's
kill
not
you.
impossible.
It's
People
but
like
in this
Cecil make it
world,
seem like it is impossible.
Cecil ain't also lifting no planet and blowing it up with his hands. Cecil also like, I'm trying to keep y'all alive. I might do a
Hey,
lot of wrong.
hey,
I might do
Cecil
a lot
might
of
do a
wrong.
lot of dirt, but Cecil body count ain't nowhere in the billions.
Thank you.
Probably ain't
True
in the
that. True that.
thousands.
So I'm just saying, we like to glorify Superman in this, but if a Superman pop up in real world, we're gonna be
Omni
looking towards
Man.
the Cecils.
I mean, and Mike, Omni Man eventually, he 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 does have some redemption, but he can probably never be fully redeemed because, like I said, he bodied billions.
All right, so
Yeah.
maybe just a tone, maybe a tone, maybe that level.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
like can a serial killer make it right? Can a serial killer get right?
Yeah,
Because his body count is like a billion times more whatever a serial killer has done.
And Mike,
You know what I'm
remember,
saying? Like,
I'm saying you
like
have discussed this before. When people do all this wrong, mess over our lives, and then they be like, "Oh, it's just water on the bridge." Nah, you ain't even suffered yet, partner. Like you ain't suffered no punishment. You know, people going around stealing your lunch money or messing up your car or something, and they telling you to get over it, and you just trying to live your life.
hey, who was the mother that told Tony Stark that her son was killed?
Oh
in the
yeah,
Plutonian
Well,
thing?
Alfred
Viola
Woodard.
Davis,
Alfred Woodard.
when that thing, she
Alfred
slapped him
Woodard,
with
yeah.
the photo in his chest. Like, here, look at it,
Yeah,
look at
look,
it.
it was nothing he could do to fix that. And I mean, she understood what it was, but at the same time,
Yeah,
know?
I think that's why Nolan is just letting those dudes beat him up. Because I mean, he ain't even putting up like a little fight. He ain't even try to like block the hits or nothing. He just
He's
just
taking
let
the
them beat him up.
punishment.
He just like
I mean, he done technically
because
lost. He done lost two wives.
I think on the
two
inside,
sons.
due to the life that he's lived with Debbie and Mark, I think he knows. Even though he was like, these people are nothing to me. I think those people were something to him, man. I think
That's why
it
he
cracked
flew
his
away.
little heart a
you're
little bit,
definitely
man.
right with that.
I mean,
Like,
yeah, they
Nolan
even
has
said it.
Earth has definitely had an impact on him. The
But-
way he flew off,
Yeah,
like
he flew off softly. We know this, but he don't deserve it. He got.
Alright, cool.
We don't
Alright,
need to be soft on him. We know this, man. If somebody comes, can kill you, for all these people, redemption is not the word.
but you know what? But, like, along what you're saying, Coop, I can say this. Eventually, Nolan will be in a position where Earth will give him an opportunity to let him save them.
Because considering the universe, it's pretty damn obvious. It's hell on Earth.
Like
the way it's going.
as bad as Nolan was,
There's worse
there
things
are
coming.
things that go
we know.
bump in the night that are much
Yep.
Really?
much worse.
Yes, absolutely. There are some. I mean,
Dang.
sir, you just saw how old girl did.
Man, I'm hyped for this show, man. Look, this
It's
show
gonna
better
get
go
ripped,
on.
bruh.
This show better go on for like
Mike.
4 more seasons.
Yeah,
I'm like, yo, I'm hyped.
Mike, you be saying that. You know I had to make sure he go.
Well, I
They
mean,
might
look, this
wrap
is
it up.
season 3.
They gonna wrap that. They might wrap that puppy up. I think they did, but they did kind of mention that they might try to go for 6, maybe.
Well, I
6
mean,
or
I'm
7.
assuming they're going to finish the whole story. So I don't know how far along they are in the books. Like, I don't know if they're halfway through. Or
You
not.
know
I
what?
don't know.
I mean,
But they're jumping around those because they are adapted. It's not straight 1-to-1.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
there's a lot. Hey, but you know what, bro? With what you just said, Coop, they are brilliantly adapting it. Like
Very much so.
they're telling the whole story with a lot of these, even though it is so compressed. Like they're still very effectively telling the story.
And
like
I
you're
just
not
wanna-
missing anything.
I want to say that just like what you just said with what they're doing, and that's why I wanted to, even though I gave Ranma a little bit of gruff last week, what they did this week was perfect adaptation. And folks, adaptation is beautiful when it's done right. First of all, everything is adapted. Nobody takes a book and be like, we're going to
Where
do
the
one
Charles
step
S.
111,
Darwin?
111, 111. 1-to-1. Nothing is 1-to-1. Just not, absolutely not. So, but it's just wonderful when people get the beats right and know how to construct to something that don't miss the essence of something. And like you say, they're not missing the essence of Invincible at all.
Yeah, because I didn't. This season just looks.
A big part of
It
that
looked crazy.
is Robert Kirkman is so closely involved. Corey Walker is the art director. He's the original artist on Invincible and like the designer of the character.
Oh, okay, all right, word.
So see, the essence is there.
They're pouring this is an American production that they are pouring the love into in a way, and we're feeling it. Because it's as, I'm not gonna say as good as any anime, but it's as good as some of the good anime that's been hitting our shores, and I love it. I like it's that. I have read people complain about the animation on Invincible. And I don't know what you want, because it looks like the comic book to me. I think it's great.
I mean, yeah.
Well, all I know is
it looks good to me. I know.
I understand. I guess I'll move on because I know we got other shows to hit, but I'll say one thing I did see is a lot of people commenting in that this new suit they're calling it, quote, the bad luck suit. So apparently it's not going to be good for our homie Mark.
Mark is going to go through hell before he gets to heaven.
Dang,
it's seriously about this is about where it starts.
You know what, and that's golly, yeah,
because someone else, you're right. I saw someone else in the comments of the trailer saying, now the real story of Invincible
begins.
And I'm like, hold on, what you mean the real, like all this crazy stuff? It still ain't the real stuff. I'm like, dang, man, Mark. I just want my boy Mark to live. You know what I'm saying? I want him to be with Amber and just kick it, or Eve, one of them.
Of the day of what Mark just went through,
struggle.
Guess what? Trading. That was the trading wheels, buddy. It's about to get real.
Oh man.
At least he got his little brother with him. At least he got his little brother with him now. You know what I'm saying? Now he got somebody to have his back a little bit.
On the job trading.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying? I see the ice cracking with him and Cecil. I assume that them saying in 90 days he's gotten this much stronger, this much faster, will only make Cecil more scared of him.
Cecil, while he's training, Cecil's training to kill him.
The only thing I can assume is, because we saw some of that in season 2, where he was like saving like the vocal tones of that little water monster and stuff. So like the only thing I could assume is Cecil trying to keep a tighter grip on Invincible is going to actually make him lose his grip on Invincible, and then it's gonna make it worse because Invincible gonna be like, bruh, like you mad shady. Like I don't mind like beating up bad guys, but you doing mad shady stuff. Because he tried to equate Mark killing I can't even remember his name right now.
That Angstrom
he tried to equate Mark and D.A. Sinclair. I was like, what? I was like, bro, you know you foul on that.
Nah, partner. Nah, that would have made me. I wanted Mark to slap him. I know they probably ain't show it, but like that deserves a slap. Like that boy tried to kill my mama.
This dude threatened my family as opposed to guy that was kidnapping random strangers and mutilating and removing their body parts and putting robot stuff in them. Like, come on, man. It's not even close.
Mike, you know what I will say?
So,
the things that go bump in the night that we say are way more terrible than what we've seen so far.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, even the next big thing that Mark is gonna have to face is go put Angstrom Levy to shame.
Yeah, it's not even gonna be close.
Like the planetary threats.
Dang.
Like the planetary threats that also want to off your family. Like it's,
bro, they not nice and they not playing fair. Just simple as that.
I think they're more brutal than the Z fighters. Like, yeah, it's
yeah.
Mark. You know, Peter Peter goes through his share of heartache and hard times and losing gaining from loss. Yeah, Mark is cut from the same thread by a writer who wrote for the same character.
So there you have
a long time. And Kirkman, man, the way that Kirkman.
So is Kirkman just being like, what if Peter had it way worse and never got to smile?
Yes.
Right. Yes.
That's the pain of Invincible.
Dang, man. But that's also why I love it, man. It's the struggle, man. It's the struggle. I saw him in there lifting the weights. I was like, come on, Mark, come on. Because Mark know, I got to be stronger, man. When that girl came in and whooped him up, when he got whooped up on the planet with the little roaches or whatever, when he got whooped, he was like, yo, I can't let that happen no more. You know what I'm saying? I got to step it up.
You know, or maybe it's like, maybe I just don't want somebody to kill my mama. Blah, blah, blah. I don't think he worried about his ego so much about that, Mike. Let's move on.
Well, I mean, yeah, of course you don't want nobody to kill your mama, but I mean, the way for someone to not kill your mama is by them not beating you up. So you got to be faster. Got to be stronger, man.
You know, you can train your
butt get your protein
off,
shakes.
And you can train till your fingers fall off. There's some people you cannot naturally beat.
Say, bro.
That's when you gotta go plus ultra, man.
It's coming.
Yeah, but see, when all Mark got to do is just stand in place, right, and grip and clench his fist and start yelling. All right, then the rock's gonna raise up, and you're gonna see fire come around.
Show. Everybody on that show do it. Well, actually, did Yamcha ever did it? No, I think Yamcha just died. My bad.
It's cold.
he raised the rocks.
He's up on Yamcha. There was a time when Yamcha was the most powerful.
Yeah, it was a time where he was kind of sweet.
Curly surpassed. Curly like, nope, I got it. I'm the strongest human.
Oh man. Anyway, all right.
So Yamcha's the only person that retired. I think he retired first.
He like, I'm out. He like, I ain't doing that with y'all no more.
Y'all play too hard.
All right, so I'll throw it over to you know what? I'll throw it over to something that did a lot of referencing this week, which was Invincible Fight Girl.
Yeah, man,
oh yeah, Invincible Fight Girl did a whole bunch of references this week. Shouts to Dragon Ball. Shouts to One Piece.
Look, every episode it's going to be love letter to One Piece, and the to be continued is One Piece, Dragon Ball.
When I saw that Gatling punch, I was like, oh snap! I was like, all right. Then when I saw Birdie Unbound, I was like, I was like, all right. I was like, Broly Unbound. I was like, all right, word, I got you. I was like,
I guess I was thinking of the Hulk for some reason, but it's like, I guess it was Broly. There was a little bit of Broliness in there because went from skinny to swole up like Broly. So it was just a lot of madness, man. I enjoyed it greatly though. Still, how do y'all feel about this statement with Invincible Fight Girl? All right, so this is kind of like a basic statement on like societal issues. So you think that the truth is going to solve the problem, and the truth actually just makes things worse. I mean, bro, I'm not even gonna go further.
Not that the truth is bad in and of itself. It's just that, man, look, if they know the truth, everything's gonna be all right. It's like, actually, no. You're so young, so young.
It's basically like, okay, I guess I'll get to it rough and tumble. I'm glad now that I see how terrible of people they are. I'm glad Queso Aunt P destroyed their lives. And they destroyed themselves. These idiots. I know this is from kind of a kiddie show perspective, but me and my wife was watching it. Shout out to my wife; she watches every episode with me. It's pretty sad that they rather want to be served as false idols than be good parents. Okay, you hate each other. Mm-hmm. You let your daughter go into squalor and into misery, into broken mental illness. Because something broke you long ago. They are pathetic. They are, and also I felt
they say it all the time. Hurt people, man.
I'm gonna go even deeper. And we saw this with Andy. They also are showing you what they said about busters and dreamers. They became busters on themselves. They let
Yeah.
their dream bust and made them inferior, disgusted, broken down wrestlers and lived in the shadow of themselves. Those people disgust me. Funny as it was, but it got also not funny
Yeah,
because
it was sad. It honestly
it
was
was very
sad.
sad.
Like
And I'm sorry,
I felt bad for Birdie,
absolutely, she
and
didn't deserve it.
because you know they're thinking, hey man, we bring them together and tell them the truth. Everything's gonna solve everything. Poor Mike. He you know
Mikey
what I'm
was
saying.
sorry to sit.
Mike was doing. He did the right thing. The only thing is truth. We think that no truth is just truth. We all know when you put truth out into the wild, there is no guarantee people will say, "Oh man, thanks a lot for this
You know
truth.
what people
I'm
gonna
gonna do
do?
right now."
I ain't gonna say some people they take the truth, they gonna choke you with it, beat you with it, and then they gonna rebury it.
Mm, true that.
And
So
that's exactly what they did. Called the girl a monster.
yeah, I was like,
It's
this
your
your daughter.
daughter. And
Yeah,
you just not have you not seen her for weeks, months?
and she's come to you basically in a crying for help, and all you can do is literally get back into a stupid argument with your wife, or wife or your husband. You know what I'm
This
saying?
episode clearly was like it was told for a perspective of all ages of kids who unfortunately have to go through divorce and they feel like it's their fault.
Mm-hmm.
But looking at it from our adult eyes, I know it's kind of we have to say suspend some belief, but at the same time, you see the town, you see what she's going through, and it's like you. How can you call your own daughter a monster when you created that monster, literally? And this monster, with this person, Birdie, their daughter, actually in y'all foolishness became a good wrestler, and then she don't even want to be a wrestler. She just wanted y'all to be together.
Yeah, she just wanted to be a family again.
Like
It's
good.
it's like so well told, but amongst the comedy, like you got Craig, like, oh well, look, I've been in many brawls, I got this, and then he gets like sucked into the dirt ball of punches,
Of
like from
course.
Acme, like back in the day, like so that was funny. But so you get all this like little comedy in there, but then you get these heavy moments where I was like, you know what, this show
Very
is
heavy.
actually coming with it on the
I
low. Like,
love what they were reaching for in this episode, and I love what Craig said. You know, like, hey, well, Craig is like, hey, I'm into your dream. I'm with you, Andy. We got to get back. If you want to continue this, you got to work on the Purge Strike. It's time to get back, man. Like, we can't solve their problems. We can't solve everybody's problem.
yeah.
I commend Andy for wanting to do this right, big, bold, beautiful thing, but she took a loss in her soul. But I'm glad that she took time to like, let me call my parents. What beautiful family, black family would do, let me call my parents and just let them know how I'm feeling. Let them know that I'm okay.
Hey, how you doing?
This is rough. Like, I appreciate my family even more. Because I love that when she left, she like, my family send me off right. They sent me off with love. Yes, I'm a little beat up and tethered, but I can call mom and dad that they're right there for me.
Man, it's perfect the way they had all that, and then she actually won the match. Like, she won the match, and notice when it was like, you know, winner or whatever, she was just
Yeah,
like, I don't care about that. I'm trying. So she's starting to learn. Like Auntie P was saying, like, yo, it's more than just wrestling.
Yeah,
Like, it's deeper than this. Like, because you won the match, aren't you?
Wait.
Shouldn't you be happy that you won the match?
And
But she's not happy. It hasn't brought her that
this is
happiness.
the
You know what I'm saying?
Real wrestlers, man. This is kind of like, I'm glad that they're able to do it in this fashion. It's not gross, but man, y'all know now that we had a lot of few years of about at least a good solid 10 plus years of documentaries, movies, like Shout Out to the Wrestler. I love that movie with Mickey Rourke and other stuff. And you
That
see
movie is
wrestlers in person.
Tragic and sad.
Yeah, bro.
I've met
It took me
wrestlers
down.
at Comic Cons, and you see how wrestlers are walking. They don't walk right. They walk. They look, you know, they're older, but they look aged. They're not aging well. If luckily they survived or didn't have drug problems and other stuff.
Mhm.
Shout out to Cactus Jack and Hacksaw Jim Duggan. They still look like themselves.
Yeah.
But Jake the Snake looked bad, boy. Honky Tonk Man, he deserved what he looked like, but it's funny. Side note, they hate each other in real life, and a lot of that beef
Oh,
is
really?
real.
Wow.
Honky
Okay.
Tonk Man,
I always thought that stuff was all fake.
No, none of it's is really the only things change, and I gotta respect Russell saying this. What's real, real or fake? There's really, I like to say that the pain is real. The pain is real.
Oh yeah,
'Cause if
yeah.
you know, but a lot of them are hate
Or
each
maybe
other
not fake, scripted, I guess. Because I mean, they're
scripted.
still falling down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They're still
even if
getting
it's
thrown
soft, but you
across the
got to
room
do
and
it
stuff.
how many times a week? 360, like all through the week. It's a circus life. But they hated each other because of professionalism. I kind of agree with Honky Tonk Man saying, even though he's a piece of trash, even met him, he made me laugh, but he a piece of trash. Jake the Snake, I literally instigated. Shout out to me. I had fun instigating between two washed up old cracked out white men, and I relayed a message, and then Jake the Snake, he said it with a smile. He's like, I can't repeat it, but he said, if you ever see him, you tell him I hate his guts. Like, they hate each other. He's like that. He was like, Jake the Snake teeth be falling out during the match. Goddamn meth head. I was like, he had me cracking up.
Wow.
So yes, the life of wrestlers ain't necessarily a glorious one behind the scenes. Some get out of it and become okay, but you get beat aside the head, you do get CTE, you do have brain damage, you do have knee problems. Y'all look, just take whatever you see in football. It's kind of like the lone lines of wrestling.
Yeah, that
if not worse.
And you get to see all of that here in a way it's packaged in an interesting way, where we get some comedy, but then we get this backdrop of, like you said, like a child that's been affected by divorce in this way, thinking that or feeling that either they're at least a large part to blame, you know what I'm saying, and they get lost in the wake of the divorce, you know what I'm saying, and then of course all this rage comes out at who? The person that tries to fix it, at Andy, you know what I'm saying. So this stuff is real. Like, you come in, you try to help somebody, and you getting all the fire. You're like, hey, why are you mad at me? And it's like, this stuff happens in real life. Of course, this is like cartoonish.
Yeah.
But this actually hits on a lot of levels. This episode was well done.
Very well done. And I guess within the world lore, she done got her first arch enemy, because Birdie ain't. I mean, why would Birdie ever forgive Andy? She should, but she ain't. She ain't. That was
because she reached out her hand to her, but she still kind of like crawled off or whatever.
She ran off, or did she jump off? I can't remember. Did she fly off like the Hulk? I can't remember.
I think she kind of crawled away, but I'll look back up while we're talking and see how she left. But it was just sad the way they handled it.
He used to bound away like
He's like, all right, I'm out.
Oh man,
but
it was sad.
The way she looked back and Andy reaches out her hand to her. This is after everybody's been, she kind of like limped / ran away. But, people like throwing rocks and sticks and stuff at her. Like she's like some kind of, monster. And it's like, this is your daughter.
What that dude said with the glasses, like, we don't want you around here. I'm like, good Lord, man. Like, what are you doing? This is a little girl. This is a teenage girl or young adult.
It sounded terrible.
It was like, it was pretty rough. So like, for a
we don't want your kind around here.
It's like, this is your daughter, man. This is the moment for y'all to say, yo, all right, you know what? I know we hate each other's guts right now, but our daughter is hurting. You know what I'm saying?
This is all I want from Rough and Tumble ever again. Either to never appear, or if they appear, I want to see what's her name?
Queso
Poblana send them flying again like Team Rocket. That's all they get from me. I'd rather see redemption for the perm game before I see it.
Yeah, because they missed their moment to literally go right after that daughter and be like, all right, you know what? This is going too far. Look at what our divorce has turned her into. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's time for us to stop. But, like you said, they just had to walk away. Like, they just had to be like, like Mikey was like, yo, man, we can't do nothing with this. They decide they just ain't gonna change.
And to allow your hero, even though triumphant, to know that she lost.
Yep.
With the tears, like she lost something. She lost innocence. Is what she lost. She
Mhm.
lost that bright-eyed, bushy-tail feeling of knowing what she's truly in now. So she's gonna have to go at it even harder, or have to protect her mental state and have to figure it out to become what she. It's it's the hero's journey. It's just in a more PG package,
Yeah.
but it's the hero's journey, and it's in a rough spot. But luckily, nobody died, even though Birdie was cast with stones. I really did not like that, but
Yeah,
I
that
get it.
was sad. Like,
Very sad.
but our dope episode, a heavy episode, but a dope one. What else? What else you got this week? What else you wanna hit?
Mark,
You wanna?
Mark,
Oh, Mark, what
Mark.
you got?
Mark, I think it's time.
you,
I think it's time, bro.
you know what time it is.
Uh oh.
Dun, 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 dun,
Dun,
dun,
dun,
dun, dun,
dun,
dun,
dun,
dun, dun, dun,
dun,
dun,
dun,
dun.
dun, dun.
Anime of the year.
Yo, did y'all see that the brother that rapped like the theme song in English?
Yes, we
Oh no.
seen it
Yeah,
many times.
I sent it on IG. It's super dope, man. Now
Yeah.
I'm sure he's not saying what the artist is saying, but he rapped to the same cadence
Yeah.
that the Japanese artist is rhyming to in Japanese. He rapped to it in English. It's so dope because he was like summarizing what was happening during the intro trailer as he rapped. It's very, very dope. I can't
Right.
remember his name. I sent
Game
I
Boy
remember
Jones,
that
I
joint.
believe.
Word up.
I think it's Game Boy Jones.
Game Boy Jones. Yeah, bro. It was dope.
So shout out to Game Boy Jones. This episode, bro. Like, oh my god, I love this show so much, man. I'm just glad that like the way that Mark said something to me that just rings true. I'm getting to watch it. I made myself catch up on the manga and to experience it right away in both formats. It's such a joy, man. It's this part here is like it's the story's about to it gets more and more deeper and crazier. Just like we said with some of the other shows we just talked about, where it's like it's just gonna get nuts for
Yo, the
For
opening
Ken.
of this episode is nuts.
like I love the fact that they picked right back up with after the school incident. Y'all saw the last episode them running around in
Yeah,
their skivvies or
but naked.
in Ken's
Look,
case, but
and then
naked.
but their principal is like so intense.
Well, that's
Yo.
just the nurse. That's
No,
just
that's
I'm
the-
sorry,
that's the nurse.
Nurse is like, it would be advantageous if you told me.
and she
somebody
really
was
does mean
bullying
it.
you.
She
Yo.
really is on their side.
If you
I just-
pause it, I paused it on her staff ID photo.
Yes,
Bruh,
she's doing
That
the
is
same
the
pose.
wildest. That is the wildest.
They
Who took? Okay, we've all had jobs. We've all had to take
She already had
photos
a job.
for our job, bruh. Do you know how wild that staff photo is?
it's like I guess
I'm
she
like,
re-upped
yo.
it because she took the staff ID while doing the job of what she's
Bruh,
doing.
That joint, I was like, wow.
That is
Like
some
who
parody.
put
That's-
her?
That is
I'm like,
parody.
this show is wild.
Parody deep levels of foolishness. Like,
Oh,
wait a minute. I looked at that tell like, wait a minute. She's at the job, but why is her staff ID like what she's doing right now?
Look, that's not even the craziest part of this episode.
Oh no,
They
not at all.
bring a clear alien to the
Well,
house. Grandma's like,
let's
nah.
not jump that far. Hold on, let's back up because before
Well,
we get to that,
we never do beat by beat retellings of the story.
I want to jump to the part before we even get to that stuff. The dialogue, but in the room, man, of Ira, film, and all that was the crux of it for me for this episode. I loved it so much that it just blew me away of the foolishness of when they was doing the interrogation joke. I read up of like why of who these actors they were looking at between the friends and how the friends busted and how they was like, oh, I'm gonna blame
I saw
you.
a YouTube video explaining it, and it like some of those things were like tributes to like this Japanese action hero who's been in a million things, and I love it.
I love it, bro.
I also like when Ken breaks down everything on the whiteboard. Whenever he's like explaining something, when he has like the full schematics, it's like
because
it's like
that's
cartoon
hilarious.
time, but it's like, so when did you have time to draw this? Because this is actually pretty well done for dry erase, and I feel like you only had 2 seconds to do it.
I love what he said. I mean, you know, we anime logic here, but you know, he just like, look, I'm talking. He's like, I'm hypothesizing here. And they like, look, man, everybody saw us naked. I ain't got time to. That's what I like, Bobo. She's like, look, I feel like you saying something important. It's too epic for me to understand
She was
right
like,
now.
I don't hear that right now. She's like, you know, look, I
Everybody
don't
saw
know.
me
We was naked.
And they just like, ah.
And I'm
But
not
just-
happy about it. Like I can't get to this next thing because I'm still stuck on that.
Like, we ain't gonna worry about all this these other shenanigans for a second.
Like
but
Ken is literally solving the case for the season, right? And like Momo's
Yes.
like, yeah, but I was naked, so none of that matters.
so now that he just said this, so since it's not a spoiler, kind of what he said, I think for the most part is true. It's not 100.
Homie's deductive reasoning is top notch, man. He knows what he's talking about.
It's pretty much true. So it's just like that's the story.
He's like, aliens want to take over Earth, but they can't because they can't beat ghosts. And it's like, boom,
and I gotta
there you
find
go.
my family Jew.
Yeah, gotta find that
In
one
the
ball.
midst of all this, I need y'all help to find my other test.
So I'm gonna just say this without even spoiling any further. Just remember what he said in that room. Just remember what he said. That's probably gonna be a second season or 2 type of thing. But remember that. Put a pin in it. It's gonna matter. But
Also, like the whole like, I wanted to get stronger for you, girl. All right, maybe he ain't say it like that, but still,
oh Lord,
Momo, look, you know how
he
I
kind
am,
of did.
man.
He kind of did.
Yeah, he
Momo was
pretty
like,
much did.
oh,
Like,
for me,
like I
he
was
was
trying
like,
to be strong, so you'd think I was cool.
But I also love,
Damn.
like,
Mike,
I love what
I have said those exact words to a woman before.
That's why, Mike. I know we don't go beat for beat, but that's why I had to stop on that because I know my homie here knows what that feel like. I know what it feels. We all know what it feels like.
Look, I mean, even Marvin
It's
Gaye know what it feel like. He said, "I want you to want me too." You
But
know what I'm saying?
And
But
I want
the
you to
beautifulness
want me
of them
too.
looking at each other gazingly, of the
Mhm.
love story part of it, and Momo not being such a hard case. That's why I love Momo. She's like, look, I gotta tease you a little bit.
Hey,
But
bro, she teased him a little bit, but she get right
She
back
give
to
him
like,
that look.
nah, you.
Yeah, she
Like,
gave him
you
the
know,
look. She let the hand
She
fall
wanted
over the
him
eye.
to
She looked at him real quick. I was like, "Oh snap, macaroni!"
so folks, so young men out there, I just want y'all to say, sometimes I gotta say something to the young men out there. When you have somebody that actually do care about you, recognize the signs and reciprocate.
Yeah, let them know, man. Let the chips
them know.
fall where they may. Let them
You
know.
gotta
Be like, look, I want you to
communicate.
think I'm cool.
Have the strength to communicate, because somebody has to.
Hey, I get on my son's.
I was
case
about to
all
say
the
your
time.
son. Like, you
I
better
tell
say
him,
it.
I be like, hey man, look, you got a
Jaded.
good one, and
Jaded.
when you do, just know it's always some little naughty head,
Ragamuffin.
waiting
Always.
for you.
Some
Jaded.
little
Waiting for
young
you to
If you
Thundercat.
listen to the
slip
pod, your
He-
dad
he
has never
trying
been
to
more
throw-
right.
He trying to throw a banana peel under your feet. He wants you to slip up so bad.
So, and it's just that, man. But yeah, like you said, the alien pop up is disgusting. Mr. Shrimp, if you will, like he bruised up, leaking milk.
And then you got just like this whole episode is stupid, wild, but also good. Like
Yes.
you got the friends doing the flashlight thing. You got the people
Yes.
blaming them on being butt naked. You got the dry erase wall of crazy that actually breaks down the case. Then you got grandma like, that's not an alien. It's like, what do you think it is? Like, this is not an animal. She's like, oh, it's something else. It's like, but yeah, you're essentially saying it's like saying something like this is a 3-ring binder. No, it's a trapper keeper. Well, I mean, they both do the same thing, bro. It's all right. If you want to call it something else, it's an alien. Why are you why are you doing this to us?
Shout out to Ira for having the character to be like, no, I actually started those lies.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
realized
Hey, you see even
That's
her
why I love Iron
like
Man.
her mean girl matriculation into like a good person had started and like yo, they really are knocking like they making you like these characters.
Even when they
They're
being
making you like
goofy.
even more.
Cause bro, I love where Iron was like, did the sneaky face. I'm more popular than I thought.
Oh, that was
But
so funny,
that was,
bro.
oh bro, it was funny in the book, but to see it animated, hilarious. I was like, oh my god, they did like the way she, but she like, nah,
Yeah, this
that's too far. I can't tell that. I can't have y'all
it's
out here
straight.
thinking
It's straight
about stuff.
hilarious.
Like that girl saved my life. I can't have y'all out here thinking she living wild and reckless with her body, you know, without doing all these things or people talking about her and all that stuff
Oh
and all
yeah,
this.
shouts to the side comments in the dialogue as well. When somebody was like, "Yeah, I heard that like 2 dudes ago or something," like this.
It's like, dang, like, and they was about to gang up on her and all this. It's like, nah, just chill out. Like
Bro,
I
they was
did
about
that,
to let her have it, man, and Ira was like, "Nah, I can't let her do it. She
which
just saved my life. I can't do it to her."
which
Mhm.
is beautiful about DandaDan is that they just like, all right, we know is you think they about to verve into the school stuff and then they zag away from it. Like, all right, we
Yeah, they're
touched
like,
it.
"All right,
All
that's
right, we
enough. We're
done.
back home now."
We're back. We did the school slice of life jokes. Haha. Now back home with the aliens. You know, it's just like and shout out to shout out to Psycho, Grandma Psycho. Like you got them shifty eyes. Momo, you want me to buy you some uniforms? Now do this impersonation. Do the thing.
That was funny, boy.
And they actually that like I didn't know at first, but like it must be an actor because they do seem to be a trope of they talking about actors and people they love, and it is like this long running famous actor who you know does a thing, so she had to make us say them jokes like that or say the line, and you know if like back in the day, you used to make kids do the talent show, they'd be like do the thing that I saw on TV, you know, so that was hilarious to me,
But
but.
I'll say, we did through the episode, even though Grandma, didn't, fully believe, but I mean, we did get a new possible ally for future episodes or something, say, hey, if you ever need me, just call me Nate, you know what I'm saying? Just
Yes,
call a homie.
Mr. Shrimp is clutch.
So,
And
you know
shout
what I'm
out to
saying? We
Mr.
got it.
Shrimp.
All we needed was to go and pick up some milk. Probably just need some whole
I
D. You know what
I
I'm saying?
love when
He
they
needs some milk.
when they said that what his reasoning was for like, oh, I'm not just a villain. Like, man, I'm really just like trying to protect my son. My wife died. I'm trying to not let my son die because of my problems. I got to go get this money. I'm sorry that I took it out on y'all. And he's an honorable dude. And shout out to Psycho for figuring it out. Like, hey, take this cow, go save your kid. You
Yep.
know, whether if you're an alien or not, I don't believe you, but hey, you got something you got to do. So, and that's just something it's gonna pay off good in the end. Later on the
Also,
line.
he's eating with full boxing gloves on, but I'm gonna let that slide.
I just love the stupid scenes where they be like, "Don't be eating all the food." Then you turn
Yeah,
around, you see
they're
Turbo
all
Grady just
fighting. Yeah,
punching
they're
the
all
hell
fighting.
out of kid. Like, dang, she's serving kid up. Like, why she doing kid?
Yo,
Like,
she was hitting him that
punching
hard. Then you got Momo.
bruh, just punching him all in his face.
Right, she was on him. I was like, he owe her.
I mean, but yeah, I like the episode. I love it. This show is just crazy enough to work. Like it really is.
It's
Because this
insane,
show,
y'all.
like,
It's beautifully animated. The energy is.
I don't even know how I would
great.
explain this if someone who
funny.
hasn't watched it would. I'd be like, all right, so check it. It's these two kids. There's ghosts of aliens, and it's just their misadventures, like fighting against them and trying to get away from them. It's like funny.
You don't
and
get
stupid.
don't get
Like,
past the elevator pitch. Just tell them that, and then let people discover it on their own. Don't even be like, hey, one don't believe in aliens, one don't believe in ghosts. Things ensue. Find out, because ain't no way to put all this into no.
Yeah, it's just crazy stuff, and just watch it. Give it like an episode or two. It might not be your cup of tea because it is wild, but I ended up liking it.
It's rated TVMA for a reason.
No, it's I don't even care about like the sexual innuendo stuff. It's just like the friends coming in and doing the spotlight stuff, and then Okaroon doing the Ken breaking down the dry erase wall, and then Grandma literally seeing an alien and being like, "Nah, that's not an alien to me." Like this, just the random crazy moments
comedy
that are spliced in.
Oh
like,
my god!
It's almost like a series of just random sketches thrown in over a tapestry of aliens and ghosts.
That's really what it is. That's how the creator created this. He wanted to do these stories. He basically had these two characters in mind long ago, not like how they were now. These are like the final iteration of them. But he learned to write horror. He learned to write comedy. And then his editors made him read 100 romance novels to learn how to write that. So he just kind of put it all in a gumbo or stew. And this eventually hit. He had other things that got canceled, but he just like, man, I don't want to. He said, I literally don't want to write a plot. I just want to write freestyle, write it, and
crazy stuff.
And he pitched, and it worked, and it got picked up, and it's like, all right, so I'm a cook now. So
it's wonderful, man. Like, I can't sell it short, man. There's a reason this hit. He hit so many notes the right way with this.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And,
like, man, it's lovely anime, man.
And of course, shout out to the opening ending, but the ending, of course, we get to meet the next protag/foil. Can I spoil just a smidge?
Well, I mean, it's in the episode, so I mean, it's not a spoiler.
I mean, he's not like.
Oh, you want to tell something from the book?
I'm just saying, like, he's the next arc. He's the next arc, I should say.
Yeah, like the kid that used to live down the street, done moved back and he cool now. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be stepping on your game. Like, look, man. But you know what? I'll say this. I'll throw some young love. You know what I'm saying? Respect and promotion out there. This holiday season, over Thanksgiving, I have two nieces, and they both brought a young man down with them to see Grandma. And I looked at both of them and I said, I see you. Now y'all got that young love. I want y'all to hold on to each other. You know what I'm saying? Don't waste no time. Ain't no time to waste. You know what I'm saying? Y'all been together 2-3 years. He coming down to see Grandma. Yo, ain't nothing to wait for. You know what I'm saying? Let that young love thrive. You know what I'm saying? Just let me know when I need to get my suit. You know what I'm saying? Just like,
my advice be something totally. My advice.
Let me know when I need to get that suit. Don't be wasting no time. Just going look. Like, ain't nothing else out here.
I'll be like,
grass ain't greener, and there ain't nothing else out here.
Whether if it's 2-3 years or whatever, make sure it's right before you jump into it.
I mean, I assume by 3 years. You know what I'm saying? Like,
love ain't got no time, man.
Hey, man, out here ain't what you think it is. If you find something great, grab it and hold on to it with both hands, because
however low you gotta hold on.
It ain't what you think it is out here.
Don't rush nothing. Don't wait too long. Find the right window.
I'm like, look, don't be thinking. Look, y'all been together. There ain't nothing better. That grass ain't no greener, or the grass look greener. They ain't let you see the backyard. Like, look, just trust me. You got someone who love you for you, who got your back because they got your back. Stay with them. You know.
I'm glad you said that. Look, y'all, we from the South. Y'all know sometimes the front yard be nice, clean and cut. Mm-hmm. That backyard,
that backyard they got 2 old cars in it.
Bro, I just sold
tires sitting around the backyard. You know, the shed looked terrible. There's random wood all over the place. Yep, trees going crazy, vines all over the place. Nah, bro,
Yeah, that front yard, it's easy to see the front.
Yep.
You get behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, trash.
Look, just make sure you got someone who got you for you. You know what I'm saying?
Different.
Hey, man, when you got a Momo or a Ken,
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You gotta hold on tight.
That's right.
You know, don't worry about them GGs.
Hey, out here it ain't what you think it is.
GG come in, he tall, he handsome, you know, he got swag, and next thing you know, he might be trying to kill you.
Man, I don't put it past nothing in this show. Who knows, man? He might be a robot. I don't know what's going to happen. This show, you don't never know what's going to happen, man. The only thing I know is that Grandma's going to smoke, Momo is going to make fun of Ken, Ken is going to be on a dry race board, and what is it? Akira? What's the girl name? She going
Ira.
be Ira. She going to be popular. That's all I know. Everything else is up to chance.
To be
Unbearably
honest,
popular.
after this, I don't even think the school stuff matters anymore. I think they just kind of like touched upon it.
They're like, don't
all
worry
right.
about school no more. They
Yeah, like
graduated.
school
They
gonna be
done.
like, don't even worry about it. Like we did it. Like they basically just wanted to introduce people. They might have a couple of more school things, but it ain't gonna be like, Ain't
They're like,
nobody
don't worry
like
about it.
like how Momo said, like I ain't worry about them people. Like they don't like me, they don't like me.
Mm.
Like, Momo like, man, I throw hands. Oh. Momo like, look, I got changed to be dope, to look good on a public train, so I go fight an evil demon. Do you think I worry about these children?
Don't worry about this. We graduate next year anyway. Ain't no anything about that.
Seriously, like I got stuff to do. I gotta look good on the train.
Anyway, I'll throw it to you. What other show you want to talk about? Cause I know we on here. I know we've been on here long. I don't want to be, I don't want people to be mad that 20 minutes been passed. So
Oh Lord, too bad for them. Tell them to go watch an anime for 20 minutes and be fine. Last thing for me, because we talked about Invincible Fight Girl, talked about DandaDan. I still got to catch up on Bleach. I know you gonna talk about it on your part. We gonna get up with Bleach before the end of the fall season.
yeah, when they have their finale, I'm
gonna get into it
because they just did episode 10.
Because I got sucked into Marvel Rivals, so I just watched the anime I discussed just now. Ranma, so I just watched Demon Lord. I'm not gonna go. I mean, this not much deep I can go into it. Are everybody caught up on Demon Lord or whatever?
I'm not. I've seen what the episode is about, but I haven't watched the episode.
Again, it's kind of the same thing I said. They're now kind of going undercover to find some relics. It's now becoming like almost a quasi school thing after he just killed somebody. But he killed his underling, and now he like got to go find these relics for the whatchamacallit to do something with the energy. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, to make sure that it doesn't have to run on Immortals anymore.
And but I love the Demon Lord is so good as an actor, his voice actor. He ain't got no hiding who he is. He'd be like, come at me, full strength. Ha ha ha. And he challenged some idiot who thought too much of himself at this magic school or whatever. He's some noble. He was like, you kind of good. He's like, I will reward you with a taste of my energy. Absorb it and savor it in your body. Then he blew him to the wall. Like,
wow.
Bro, if you hit somebody and they say, thank you for your efforts to this art. Now I will reward you by hurting you. Remember this. It will benefit you to be better. Dude just took, and he literally said, hey, I'm gonna do you. I'm not gonna move from this spot. He said, I need a handicap because if I really fought you, I kind of would kill you. So like, I'm gonna stand right here. Come at me. The dude charged something up. He's like, young man, you need to charge it up higher, please. He charged it. He was like, oh, you gave it your full
Wait, that's all you got?
And I love that the Demon Lord knew all their grandparents and ancestors. He's like, oh, I remember your ancestors. Yeah, he wasn't quite the coward. Oh, so he was kind of a coward, but I'm glad that he raised a good stock. It's like, he really taught you well, didn't he? All right, cool. Let me grab your...
nearly as bad as he did.
Yep, you really dedicate yourself to the arts. But
wow.
I'm me out here. I'm Triple V out here, dog.
You know what? Triple V, because I've been calling them V3, but that'll roll. Triple V?
V cubed. V triple. V cubed, V triple.
V triple.
V to the third power. Velox.
Yo, man, I love that dude. He a trip.
I love him, bro. Like they don't make. I hate to say this, but they don't make anime characters like that no more. They don't. And he looked like a pretty boy, but he belonged firmly in the All Might, in the All Might category, or that type of dude, or the Mito guy. It don't matter. Come at him full strength, and he shall reward you by hurting you. Because that would be anything less is unrefined.
You're like, I'll just beat you up real good. Don't worry about it.
I just love his little saying whenever he finished streaming. It's kind of uh hurtful. He's like, the peace of death to you all. I'm like, what? Dang, dog. Like, I don't know, man. But at the same time, I do like about him. He don't like seeing the ladies get picked on. I mean, that's how he got his his follower. He saved her, from them crazy people.
Mm-hmm.
So he kind of stepped up. That's what this dude came from. He's like, look, man, you ain't gotta like. I'm eating udon out here. It's like, do you not know udon's supposed to be with good feelings and happiness? Your blathering has ruined my meal.
Not your blathering, though, dang.
Your blathering or your something, blah blah blah. This woman is better than you. She has better abilities, even though she don't know it yet or something. But he ain't never wrong. So it's just like, all right, this man know what he talking about. He's he's already strong now, so he ain't got to worry about nobody running up on him until they got something going on. So the average person at this part of the story cannot hurt him, and he's all for it. Like if you hurt him, he's like, congrats to you. You would deserve.
He's like even happier about the situation.
You've made me feel alive. It's like, I don't know, bro. That's somebody you don't want to fight. Like he got other issues going on, but straight up fighting them, no.
Yeah, because the way he dealt with Marcus, he was just like, yo. Marcus really, he kept trying to hit him with the blood sword. He was like, bro, look, you can spam this move all you want. It ain't going nowhere.
And when he actually did got it off, he was like, congratulations. I will kill you hardly now. I won't spare you in your death. Your death will be glorious. It's like, what? Like, bro, dealing with one a type like that is rough, man. Like, but he's the protagonist. I don't know if I guess he's the hero. I got to see how this goes. But I think he did say his true intention. It sounds crazy. Like he's like, oh yeah, I want to rule the world because the rest of you people are stupid, and I want to bring peace to it. Like, so we can just stop all this fighting. Blah blah blah. Which I get it. His people are getting burned up by his own traitorous scum, and then they're getting used. So I get that he may not want to be happy with that. And he was the king of the immortals, so he lost. And and big up, big up to Triple V. He lost all that, and he don't even hate ground. He was like, bro, you the hero, dog. Like, I respect you. You beat
he was like
square, and I need you. He's like, I swallowed my pride because I need you, bro. Like, you the only one. Shout out to him.
He never.
You're breaking up. Oh, Mark. It's like frog. Sound like frog.
Yeah, you're breaking up. I don't know what happened, but you're breaking up right now.
You might want to retap, good sir.
But he is like I do like that about V3.
He's
is that
so positive.
He's like, yo, man, look, I don't even hate you no more. Like, you did what you had to do. I did what I had to do, and I respect your power. I respect your, like your honor and all that stuff. Like, yo, he cool with me.
It made me like him even more. And this is supposed to be a terrible person. Like, I don't know. This is how they get you in Japan. Y'all just, how do y'all keep doing it?
Oh, dang, it's still happening.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Matter of fact, jump out and jump back in, and I'll catch you on the final thoughts, because we'll roll the final thoughts with
you got the robo voice. Used to happen to me on my jump.
Yo, man, they trying to take us out, but I'll throw it to you. Final thoughts, and where can they find you?
Final thoughts, man. Again, shout out to the homie Mark for picking Demon Lord. It's a nice, cool,
I like it.
Sleeper. Like, it may not be an A. It's like an A-, B+. I wouldn't give it a strong A, but it's a good B.
Yeah, I'll put it around a B, a strong, solid B.
Strong B, because honestly, I do like the hacker girl. This little, follower. She ain't really got no personality. She's just another I was about to say Snow Bunny, excuse me. Snow White looking haired character that just, there to blah, blah, blah. Even though her transformation was pretty cool when she fight. But, ooh.
Oh, snap, it's still happening.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's just, cool character, so shout out to Mark for that. He's having some technical difficulty at the moment. But yeah, so but yeah, Rama, I'm loving that this season with DandaDan, you know, shout out to them. They're actually getting promoted. In my mind, I call it a promotion. Next season is going to be in the summer season, so it's going to come
Oh,
back faster for us next year.
nice.
So it's going to probably premiere in late April, May. Whenever, oh no, sorry about that. Summer season starts later for them, so it could be late June, July. For
Now,
the
how do
summer
you
season.
feel about that? Because even though it's a promotion, that also, it's like, look, it was nice having something that I wasn't expecting in the wintertime. And now, what I'm saying? Now we taking that away. So it's
Nah,
good and bad.
it's
And
great because I want the show to continue. That means they, in my mind, they believe in it. Yeah, it might be. Hopefully, we don't get hit with like that crazy spring like we was before. But at least it's not spring, because spring is usually like when they really start rolling stuff out. Usually, every spring have about 2 or 3 big ones. Summer, they try to jock. It's like I feel like they kind of jockey for that position. Like, why 2 or 3 well established. I think summer is more like for your well established hits. Notice how Demon Slayer started coming in the summer. My Hero come whenever they want. But they always landed through the summer. So I feel, and of course that depends on the studio schedule. So I might just be talking in whatever, just making it up in my mind. But generally, when they move it to summer, I think that's a good thing. Like you might debut in the winter, like, oh, this is a hit. You bring it back in the summer because everybody's out of school, more people can put their eyes on it.
Oh,
Blah
okay.
blah blah. So that's kind of, I think, the theory is, because yeah, there can always be a lot of anime, but you get that time period where more people probably can touch it, process it worldwide. And then you could do more with it probably in cons, different processing
point.
seasons
Good
and stuff, and promotions. So that just kind of like, if they moving something up in Japan for faster production, generally is a good thing, because you know how that go. And that's just in any Hollywood type of production. That if it's instead of getting delayed, it's coming up.
That mean they selling socks and book bags and lunch boxes and all that, T-shirts, toys. They mean the money flowing now.
Also, you know what they selling in Japan? Certain figures and probably some
Oh,
other wild
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah,
I bet you. Don't make me type in the Granny Psycho figure. I'm sure it's
I'm
already
pretty
there.
sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. The full articulation. That's all
They
I'm saying.
already have the Momo on the train dress figure, so that's
Wow.
there. Yeah, that was probably the
Anyway.
first one. I don't even think Ken quite have a figure yet.
They was like, don't know care about him.
They're like, he just goes. I'm sure. I think they do have like some of the when he's transformed, but I don't think.
They're like, he be alright.
They will.
Oh Lord. We get attacked by the Robo Monster, but
Mark Dell got the Robo Monster boy.
he got the frog voice. But anyway, before he,
I was doing that intentionally that time, but I don't know how it sounds
Off the-
now.
I mean, where's Turbo Brady cat form to punch Mark right now?
He is straight up Robo Mark right now.
But anyway, let me hurry this stuff. But I've enjoyed.
Function.
The Tin Man out here.
Oh
He's
man.
haunting our dreams. But again, I'm Keith Cooper. You can find me on Blurred _ISH. Again, loving this season. You can find me on Facebook. I got Blue Sky. I haven't used it. I forgot that I had it. I'm working on it, folks. But you can find me on Twitch playing Marvel Rivals. I got one stream up. I did the tutorial. It's a little boring at first, but I'm jumping to matches. Shout out to my homie Nappy Beard. If he's listening, follow him. He's trying to do rank. If you're into it, it does have crossplay. You can't crossplay in rank, but you can basically, everybody can play it other than Switch right now. Probably Switch 2 probably better play it. But whenever that happens. And I think it didn't got up to 10 million people. So I'm gonna be playing it. I'm gonna be streaming it. You can also check out the link tree. I need Mike. I know, Mike, I bother you a lot, but if you can change the links, he'll have the links here too. The link tree gotta be up to the old link. It take you somewhere you don't need it to go. Please get rid of that link. It's terrible. It's not good. But it needs to go. Blurtish.com does not exist. Do not click on anything with Blurtish.com right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, get that, destroy that link, blow it up. But other things, shout out to everybody. I just want to give a special thank you to everybody this past week. I know when I talk about events, I know if y'all not local in Baton Rouge, but yo, everybody came to NOLA Book Fair. Appreciate you. Thank you. If you listening to me now and I met you, thank you so much. Has been one of my favorite events in New Orleans for the past 3 years. That's been like one of the only events I've had. I've added more, but I'm going to keep doing it. You know, if I can keep coming back, I'm going to keep coming back. So shout out to you, NOLA Book Fair people. Wonderful time. Shout out to all my homies and vendors that I saw at Anime Night Tap 65. It was a thing. It was cold as hell. We had some Pokemon based drinks. Fun time. So that's what's been going on. And if you in BR follow me, I might be trying to do some last minute pop ups before Christmas.
All right, that's what's up. That's what's up. All right, well, I'll just say peace out to Mark because Mark, you know what I'm saying, he got the robo voice. As far as me, once again, guys, we got tons of shows on. We cover like 5 or 6 of them. There's tons of shows going. There's tons of shows coming. There is no reason to be upset. And this is just animation. There's tons of live action stuff that's coming off too. That's dope.
Look, I'm gonna watch Beastars. I know that might not be everybody thing that just dropped. I'm gonna
word,
that.
yeah. I know they got a large following. I mean,
they got a massive following.
So look, that's something new for y'all to watch. So it's like, look, there's stuff out there. You don't have to fill your timeline with complaints. You can fill your timeline with happiness and joy. With that said, NERDSoul, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, podcast, all that jazz, and Blue Sky. Until the next time, this is from us to you saying, watch your back, keep your fridge stocked with whole D milk just in case, and peace.
Peace.
Peace.